listen carefully in that second reading, he said, he's talking about heaven. I saw no temple in the city. He's talking, sometimes people say Catholics spend too much time talking about heaven. I don't know if you can do that, but the book of Revelation, difficult book to follow, does talk about heaven a lot. And he said there's no temple in heaven. And he's right. It's a very important point. Now, I haven't been up to heaven and back, so we teach as best we know. But I think the average person thinks heaven is going to be like earth. That will have temples, churches, Bibles, catechisms, Bishop's annual appeal. You're supposed to laugh. That was your big joke for the day. None of that stuff is going to be in heaven. Heaven is not like part 2. It's not like part 2. It's, you have to listen to how we pray. How we pray says a lot. We say, Hail Mary, full of grace. That's a very important line. Mary is full of grace. I'm not. Neither are you. Because of the fall, our relationship with God has been broken. There was no temples or churches in the Garden of Paradise. But it needed. They're with God. But when man fell and that relationship got broken, the word religion means means again, ligament, a joint. Religion is all about getting us back together with God. Well, they didn't need that at the beginning. They were with God. And in heaven, we'll be with God. Here, we need religion. The sacrament, we learn in the Baltimore Catechism, a sacrament is an outward sign instituted by Christ to give grace. Because I don't have all of it right now. Neither do you. Our relationship with God is weak. Some weaker than others. And hopefully religion brings us back together with God. Hopefully. Perfectly, that will be present in the next world. Where we won't need religion. Because we'll be with God. You want to... This is not my thing, but I know it's some of your thing. Like a lot of the kids, I think it's on home boxes, Game of Thrones. People are like planning for days to see the final episode, which left them, I'm told, unhappy. But they're glued to the TV. That's how heaven's going to be. We'll be glued to God. We'll be with God. Like Adam and Eve were before the fall. They walked in the garden. That's what heaven's going to be like. Don't think of heaven as a place. Think of it as a relationship with God perfectly formed. Like a perfect relationship on earth, though there is no such thing. Even better than what you can have on earth. Now, importantly, there is an alternative destination. There is an alternative, and nobody wants to go there. And there's not going to be temples or Bibles or catechisms or second collections there either. If you go to that place, it'll be the perfect absence of God. And it's eternal. Hell is just as long as heaven. It's just forever. And the only questions you'll ask then will be, what might have been? What could have been? What should have been? What will never be? Hopefully this helps us prevent that and gets us ready to spend eternity with God in heaven and be glued to Him. That's the idea. St. Paul tells us there's 3 things, faith, hope, and love, that really matter. I believe there's a heaven, and you wouldn't be here if you didn't. I hope I'm there someday, and I hope you are too. And if we are there together, we'll love God perfectly. We'll find out soon enough. Let us stand, my friends, and we'll profess our faith.